Hey, what's going on, Gina?
Hi, what's up, guys? What's up, Chase? How you doing?
Doing great. It's nice to see you.
Good to see you. Long time no see.
I know. I'm super excited for the live today because y'all have been absolutely crushing it, and it's just been incredible to see.
Yes, it's been a hell of a journey. I mean, when something takes off like that, you're just taking out fires and things just go so quickly and time goes so quickly. And I can't believe it's been a while since me and you touched base, but here we are now.
Yeah,
And
there you go.
yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And so, for everybody who doesn't know in the audience, can you give a backstory to how y'all came up with the idea, what the brand is, what it's all about?
Right. Right. So I am one of the co-founders of Ark of Sweden, and our flagship product, Ark Drops, was launched last year in February and had an amazing, rocket start due to the launching campaign that we had and doing a lot of, pre-launch marketing, basically creating a hype. And the product in itself is a natural performance supplement, a breathing supplement as well, is these drops that you take that expands your airways and just, gives you this like focus, clarity of the mind, a bit of an energy boost. So it has that like immediate effect, but also the long-term effect on performance. And so that's where like the scientific science comes in. It's on the long-term effect of the product. So that's our flagship product, and that is also what is like maintaining all the traffic that we have. We have about 400,000 visitors at least per month.
That's amazing.
And it's wild. It's wild. And it's all due to virality and the power of organic growth and consistency.
Absolutely. And so y'all launched in February. We got connected
Right.
about a month after that in March in 2022. And y'all were around like 40 to 50,000 followers. Y'all had like a good viral video and y'all saw the growth. So talk to me about like what y'all are doing on TikTok in the beginning and then where it's at like now.
Well, as we had prior to this brand, we've been in the e-commerce space with another brand, and we saw that initially like the biggest part, I mean, what's most important with TikTok is that like the 1 second rule, right? It's that initial grab of attention. And with this product, you obviously, somebody's dropping something on their mouth, and we automatically saw that there's an interest here. And what we did was basically through you, but also through other means, perfected our presentation in how to grab the attention and basically keep the customer there throughout the video. And so yeah, it's all about perfecting the videos constantly, but maintaining the momentum, which is when you find that one viral thing, like keep that up and keep perfecting exactly that, because I mean, we are doing the exact same thing still.
Yes, and that's a key point. So like y'all have become a master of this video style, which is what I like to call like the reaction style video, which is getting a reaction from somebody trying out the product, and it provokes a lot of curiosity. People are like, what's going on? What is this? It sparks so many questions, which then gets all these people going into the comments. And so people see this video, somebody's, has the dropper, they try it, their airways get expanded, they have this big reaction. And y'all have made the videos to where it's so specific. Literally within the first second, you can see what they're doing, the product's showing, which is really important because a lot of people here don't realize that the product needs to be shown in like that very first second for people to realize the connection to the video. And then the reaction happens and y'all pause, and it's like a little transition and a noise. And then it's like, okay, what's about to happen? And then just a couple seconds later, you literally see how people react to the product. And then all these people are in the comments asking questions, and it fuels the virality. And I remember y'all had
that. Not only that, when you think about it, like this is a testimonial.
It is.
this is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of testimonials, you know, just by having a person trying your product, right? So that's also a key factor. And I think this process, or this strategy, is applicable for many products. Like, of course, it's very, I mean, ours is very prone to that, like,
Sure.
wow, super reaction. But I believe that you can create testimonials in this way, like, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, like going out and actually having people try out your product. We have a lot of, supplement brands who somebody's in the supplement space that'll go out to the dirt track, and they're just specifically targeting people who are, people who ride dirt bikes, and they're branding their product around it. And it's not like a crazy reaction, but it's more about like the flavor testing, which flavor people like most. And so it can work in a similar style. And then there's brands like Nose Slap, and it's like a gym product, and you like smell it, and then it's like, it opens up it makes you super energized. So like these video styles can go crazy. And I don't think a lot of people realize that if you find a viral video, they'll go viral, people see the growth, they'll see the views, they'll get the sales, but then they don't do the style again. And it's the repetition that matters. And y'all have been so disciplined in maintaining the same video style, not going too far out into adventuring into, random things and then losing track. It's always over and over again. Yeah. And I can say, like, the biggest accounts that have, tens of millions of TikTok followers stick to one video style. It's crazy.
That's it. We're not planning to differ from it either. We're only planning to expand, I mean, the product line, but maintaining the same thing.
Now that you have the customer base, that's perfect. And so what was the most viral video y'all had?
Oof, it's actually one that is, well, actually it was a video on YouTube, because it's not just TikTok, right? We're doing the same, well, not exactly the same strategy on Instagram. Instagram is more of a portfolio, but we do the reactions there as well. And then we have YouTube, where we're just pumping out the same content just as much. And on YouTube, we had a video, I don't know, like 60 million views. I think it's a video with me. Wow. And it wasn't my first time. Well, it looked like it was, because every time I'm taking it. And then, but on TikTok, it's one that's going right now, and I think it's up to 40 million right now. And yeah, we have multiple that are there at that.
Y'all are doing like 10 to 20 million views a month now, and like averaging about 1 million likes a month. And I don't know if you know this, but you just passed a competitor, Hustle Drops. And when y'all started out, they had about like a few 100,000 followers, and y'all had around 50. Yeah. And this was like the biggest player in y'all's space, right?
Right.
And that's like a big, like they had been moving down that pathway. And just recently I was like going back and looking at them, and you passed them by a substantial margin. Not only that, but y'all's videos are better. They're more accurate, and the editing has gotten down to a T. And it literally just goes to show that, the biggest players in your space, you can still pass and outperform if you just stick with it.
Yeah, exactly. And I also really want to emphasize, like, the fact that you don't need to come up with, this complete innovation to succeed, right? And what we saw was, like, we saw a hole in the market. We saw that this product, right, that Hustle Drops had, but we couldn't sell that product in Europe because the ingredients were completely whack. They don't apply here in our regulations.
Interesting.
So we changed it all up and made it our own, and then eventually made it better, like on a marketing aspect, and the funneling and all of it, and so on. And we are like extremely careful with how we proceed, also with like the next steps, because yeah, you can see how things can also change in an instant, because TikTok and all these platforms, like, if you don't maintain that momentum and the consistency, like your business could also fall apart. Yeah, in a way,
because it depends, right? And so based off these viral videos, is there a connection between sales and views?
Well, we do connection between sales and views. Well, it's actually very different.
Have you seen more sales with a video that did 1 million views or 100,000 views versus a video that did 60 million?
I would say it depends on which platform it comes from. If we see a good conversion on like Instagram. Instagram has the best, and then I think it's TikTok, and then YouTube, and then definitely like if there is somebody within like that is like doing some sports and is doing the product and that video performs, then like the conversion is better. But yeah, it's not that like that you can really tap into exactly which one. It's quite random actually. Like we've seen the viral videos that we have is like from a woman that's of age to a boy that's 18. Yeah. Like it's so strange.
Sure. Yeah, and a majority of y'all's sales come directly from organic though, for sure.
Majority, yes. And we do a lot of retargeting. We worked out that Facebook Meta like doesn't work for us at all. We don't get over like a 2.0 ROS, and like it's not worth the trouble, I'd say.
Yeah.
On TikTok we're coming up to about 3 right now, which is good. And yeah, I'd say also Google is doing a lot for us because we have a lot of, I mean, it's an unexploited market, right? The whole breathing supplement and that. So there's like so much SEO and Google Analytics to do. Yeah. And there we have ROS on plus 10, 15 sometimes.
And the great thing about like y'all being able to have these videos that are consistently putting out views, you're building up your retargeting, you have your own audiences you can go after.
Yeah.
And you don't have to like go prospecting for new audiences. You can just leverage, you know, the video views that you're getting and actually have, you know, people actually fall into that audience, which becomes much better in the long run for y'all, especially.
And for us, I think a big also thing is that we always knew like the exclusivity of this product, and we always maintained that. Like we never ever sold our product for anything. Like yes, if it's a bundle, like you buy 2, you buy 4 or whatever, or like you're a VIP customer, you're coming back, like that's fine too. But since like the space is so unsaturated, like we can maintain that like exclusivity. And yeah, we're planning to do so in the future too, because that makes people like, you know, makes them feel.
And that's a key point. And I think there's some context there too, because like a lot of brands will say, well, I don't want to do discounts. I don't want to, you know, I want my brand to be luxury, but they don't have any customers. And they're trying to say, oh, my branding is luxury, so that's why they should buy my product and spend all this money. But in reality, you'll have the testimonials from the videos. You'll have the customer base that has been growing. And so you can, you know, you don't have to do these sales because you have all the proof to back it up. It's
exactly.
Like, we know our product works. People love it. You know, we're not going to discount it. Here's the price. And people are willing to pay for that.
Yeah.
But sometimes people don't have any customers and they want to charge this big price, but they don't realize, you know, you kind of have to have some reason to why you're, you know, demanding that price. Is it how the product's made? Is it where it's sourced? Is the material better? Do you actually have reviews of people saying it's a quality product and they like it, right? So like a lot of times people don't realize the connection, and y'all have that, which is a big important piece if y'all want to be able to maintain, you know, an actual price and demand rates that y'all want to.
Yes.
I love it. So y'all are doing 400,000 sessions a month, and y'all are doing about 10 to 40 can sales when y'all had first launched, which was already a big jump just from like a month. Where are y'all trending towards right now, or what was the biggest month y'all had, and how did y'all react to that?
The biggest month we had was, wait, let me just think now in dollars. I guess that's your audience.
We're worldwide here.
Yeah, so. like 400,000 euros, 450,000 euros.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So like our first year, our revenue was about $3 million. So it's a lot.
$3 million in the first year.
In the first year.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, so that's about $500,000 USD. So that's pretty crazy. And so what was it like that month? How were y'all reacting? What were y'all thinking about?
No,
was it like celebration, or was it like
$3 million in the first year.
3
Yeah.
million in the
But
first
what
year.
did you say? 500,000? Oh, 500,000 a month.
Yeah, in a month. That was a record month.
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
so
sorry. Yeah. I was like,
what was the reaction that month? Was it, let's celebrate, or is it like, oh snap, we need to get more stock?
oh no, like I said in the beginning, it's all been just like
Just barely keeping up with it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's we have like with the supply and with natural like products of that quality that we have, we always need to, I mean, be very, we have to foresee, you know, forecast and so on. And like when you're working after, you know, social media and virality and stuff like that, you never know
It's
what's gonna,
unpredictable.
it's unpredictable. So it becomes, in the beginning it was really really hard, but now that we like gain some, you know, financial like stability, that we can
Sure.
actually stock things like a lot and outsource and like, you know, we have the production here in Sweden and but now we're like outsourcing it to a big factory here in Sweden, so like we can, you know, do the project management instead and not, yeah, make product, you know.
Yeah.
So that's good.
And we're coming up on Q4, which is going to be a crazy sell season,
Yeah.
especially in the States and when all these holidays start to happen. And a lot of people run out of stock. Like how are y'all now making decisions on how much stock y'all have? And for a smaller business that's trying to predict, how do you know, wrap your arms around something like that?
Well, we don't. We are still we're still considering, because last year we didn't do like a substantial discount or sales or like that. What we're actually planning to do this year instead, that I think is going to like make a significant mark in our customers and stuff like that, is that we're launching a new product exactly when all the new sales like start, and then we're gonna have like a bundle sale when they buy our old, like the product that they normally buy, but also the other version of it. So in that way we still maintain that like exclusivity, so we don't sell like our products, but we sell it when they buy it with the new product, you know, that's coming out.
Perfect.
And we're predicting that simply by, you know, our product has a good shelf life. So we've stacked up some racks through the years, so we can obviously produce, and we're gonna produce a big you know, stock.
Sure.
So I mean, if we can last long like with that stock, so it's not gonna be an issue.
Love it. And coming out with a new product, that's going to help with AOVs. And when people have like a flagship product, a good thing to do is to release a secondary product that's complementary, that people can buy as a package, and then
Yeah.
getting them on like a subscription, which is like a monthly recurring. Then you have the customer base stacking. And a lot of people find a lot of value in this, like when they add an upsell app, or they, you know, increase their AOVs through another product, and knowing that something's working really well. And it might not be super profitable for them because of their ad spend or what they're doing with, you know, just all the cost involved with the product. And they're running on thin margins. But once they introduce that secondary product and they're using that acquisition source, now it's stacking and it's opening up all that margin for them, and it becomes very scalable.
Very.
And so that's like one of
the
the
order
things.
value just goes through the roof. So we saw that with our second product, which is, I mean, it's quite phenomenal, because our other product that we have is I mean, it's that's the one that we have the returning customer like constantly, and that's a like sex performance booster, and it works so well and people love it, but we have literally no marketing on that product. Nothing.
Wow.
We just have it on our website, and through what you just said, by like the bundle,
That one should go in ads.
you got to check it out. But through the bundle of like you know, because they come for the Ark Drops, right? But then they see, oh, I can buy this other thing for, you know, and get a discount. And yeah, it's
Love it.
It works so well. You don't even need to, you can still maintain like that Ark Drops marketing and so on, but you can have another exclusive offer with another product on your website just as much.
Love it. And Coach just said, if you haven't tried Ark Drops, you're missing out. As a breathwork master, I use it every day. and my respiratory system has responded well, so well. I truly see the impact.
Oh, sick.
Love it. So there you go.
Yeah, no, people do love it. And I believe that sometimes it can get a bad rep because people think it's like a drug or something like that.
Yeah.
Because of the
But that's
reactions.
the curiosity factor.
That's
People
the
are like,
curiosity
what is this?
factor. And so we have like, our returning customers are the people who understand that this is a breathing supplement. Like if they suffer from asthma or COPD, or they're athletes, or like high performance people, or people that do breath work, for example, or are in the holistic space, they come back. But the people that are looking for a drug, they're very disappointed.
And I think
unfortunately,
so that's a key piece that I think could be transitioned into the ads, because the benefit style ads that focus on, problem solution, because the reaction style is virality, right? It gets the engagements, the views, and then enough curiosity builds up, people will buy. But then for the actual solution and the, reviews and how it actually impacts people, that is something that could, start converting really well on an ad side too. And so like that could be a unique angle for, TikTok, Facebook, that could, branch out even beyond just, people actually seeing testimonial based and reaction style videos.
For sure. Actually, that's what I'm bringing out now in the email marketing, especially like, because we have so many people. In the beginning, we were hesitant to make that pop-up, thing that comes up when you come to the landing
Oh goodness.
page.
Yeah, that thing right there can get so many emails though.
Yes, I know. And in the beginning, I was like, God damn, I hate that look, when you go somewhere and you're like, oh, this is a cheap page because they have that pop up. But eventually, we had to lower our sword. It's the best. And now you're just like, oh my God, I'm making 60,000 emails in 2 months, like
crazy.
The things I can do with them, for the future.
Yeah, and that's a form of remarketing for everybody who doesn't leverage email. They definitely should, because email, like that's a list that's basically free, right? Because it doesn't cost you anything to send it, and you have all these emails, and a lot of people get wrapped up in the idea of like exactly what you're saying. They're nervous to either send out emails. They don't want to irritate people, but these people are signing up intentionally with the hope of actually receiving information to learn more or to get special offers. And so it's really beneficial for the customer because they're giving that email because they want to know more information or they have questions. And a lot of people won't send emails because they think it irritates, but it's okay to send emails because it's not only going to give more answers to somebody who's interested in buying, but it's a way to boost your sales by 40 to 100K extra, all from just sending out an email a week. And then I even recommend people to go to 3 emails a week. Do your product drops there, drop your testimonials in there, talk about how to change somebody's life, profile somebody, and get those answered.
And I believe that like if you come up to a point where you could outsource these processes and do that, I believe that email marketing is the first thing to do. The beauty of it is that you could you could hire a company that takes a cut and you get professional, advice, and they learn everything about your brand and everything. And you just see the numbers like the scale. And this works perfectly if you are a brand that does get a lot of attraction and virality, like on socials, because maybe they're going to go on your website and they're going to be like, no, I don't want to buy just right now. But if they had dropped the email there, I mean, eventually they're going to come around. Because if they drop an email, that means that they are, you can, what's it called? The English word. You can affect them, not affect them.
They're interested, and then, persuade them.
Exactly. You can persuade them eventually. So they're not no-sayers. They're not yes-sayers, but they're persuaded.
Yeah. Love it. And what would you say is like the biggest challenge y'all face so far?
Logistics, shipping. That's like a constant, and of course like regulations. But one beautiful thing about the food supplement industry is that, like, comparing to like cosmetic and medical and stuff, it's the easiest one. So they cut you a lot of slack. Like you can actually go on, do your product, and just, you know, go until like they come, and then you actually get time, and you don't get, you know, sued or punishments or anything like that. Like,
Sure.
do you actually get time to fix it?
Yes.
Whilst if you were in the chemical or in the cosmetic or medical, like there's a lot of hazards there. Like I wouldn't dare to go in there yet, at least not yet. So that's been challenging, but all good. We pulled through. But logistics is a big one, especially when you take on like a market as big as the whole globe, because
Yeah.
that's
So
what we
that's
did.
another thing. Y'all are running worldwide.
Worldwide, because we were like, when we saw like pre-launch that our product is like trending worldwide from Fiji to like anywhere, we had to find, but first we did it ourselves, and we were just printing labels all day long, the DHL labels, like awful margins, but we had to get the product out, right? And but eventually we had to look for like logistics partners that could that could do it for us. And it's still hard, like to
Sure.
get the product to some places, and to find 3PLs all around, you know, that can yeah.
But y'all are putting in the, you know, pieces to eventually be able to scale to, you know, the $1 million months and be able to hit, you know, these crazy numbers that most people, you know, can never even fathom. And it's really just a dream number, but it is doable. It just requires just as much hustle as starting the business, getting it to where it is now. But then it's like having to duplicate it, you know, and bring it to all these different markets. And y'all are spinning up other TikTok pages. Is that right?
You mean
For different countries?
Yeah, it's actually not, we are not running it. We just have partnerships with beautiful marketing agencies and people that see, you know, the ability to leverage on our product and on our brand. And so we are all about co-creation and having everybody get a piece of the cake, you know, if we can expand. So we always say like, hey, you know, you want in, you know, this is what you got to do, and this is the percentage you'll get. Like, so we don't really lose anything on it. And yeah,
I love that.
We all gain.
Yeah, there you go. That's a valuable key point there. Partnerships are definitely the way to go if you're looking to maximize growth, for sure. And what are some of your goals this year? What are y'all trying to achieve?
Well, we want to have a successful like upcoming product launch, obviously. And I think that's like the main factor, is to kind of create versions of the Ark Drops that we have. And yeah, we want also to move in more into like the awareness around breathing. So we want to move into becoming more of a lifestyle brand. But that is probably only through Instagram and through email marketing and building that community there. We're always going to maintain the momentum again with the reactions on TikTok. Like, once again, don't divert from something that works. So TikTok is gonna do TikTok, but when it comes to building the community and on Instagram, because that is the place for a community.
And that's where things are transitioning now, is like, you know, people going from like performance marketing and just trying to get that quick, you know, ROI, to actually building a core community base where you have LTV and people who are brand building and actually care about the product and being a part of that community. Yes. And establishing those things that you're saying. And that's like, you know, what people are looking for now, is to have that connection with brands. So absolutely.
Yeah, we really just want to bring more value to the people. Like, they have a wonderful product, but it's also like, what comes with the product? Well, it may be some, you know, knowledge and education around the power that we hold within ourselves, because, you know, the market of supplements is so saturated. There's millions of things that you can do, but we forget about like our inner pharmacy as well, like the potential that we have as humans. Totally. And so we really want to emphasize that, and like make people, you know, like take some drops and believe in the power of the breath and themselves and all that there is.
And y'all have been able to do this over the course of around a year. So what would you tell like a business that's just starting out and are trying to get, you know, their wheels turning, what advice would you give them?
Well, I would say you have no idea where you could be in a year and a half. But that's one thing. But also, I believe that if you really believe in your product, there is no limitations to it, first of all, but also consistency, like, and having like a bunch of B plans if it doesn't work out is not the best strategy. Like, because if you have a B
Yes, I
plan,
agree.
you'll easily fall back onto that when things go shit. So stick to, if you know, like, do a market research first of all on whatever your idea is. Like, make sure, don't go just to your friends, because your friends are always gonna either tell you don't do it or yeah, it's great. So like, try to do a solid market research, and then also always remember, like with socials, that initial second, it's the most important. You can be an exclusive product even though you, I mean, do reactions as we do. So it doesn't have to look perfect. It just has to create trust within your audience. And yeah, everything is solvable. Find your people, and find, like, you can't do everything by yourself. And it's really, really important to outsource things, truly.
Yes. Yeah. And for our mentorship, who do you think would be a good fit? Who's not a good fit? What types of businesses, you know, you think would make the most sense for the virality, leveraging ads, and being able to scale up?
Say again, what type of businesses would be the most
good fit for the mentorship?
For your mentorship, you mean? Yes, well, definitely businesses within our lines, you know, people that are, like when I started off with Chase and his team, like that was the perfect foundation for me to get an understanding of the whole meta space, and where we should be and where we should go, and like all the small tweaks, and understanding that, I mean, it takes time to perfect things, but you have, in your team, you have the experience. So you don't need to do all that work, like the months of work, to understand like the perfection of things. So if you are a person that is just starting off and things are maybe not taking off or so on, like, don't understand that money is energy, and you would rather put your energy and your time into the things that you're good at, and pay the money, the energy to somebody that knows. So you will save so much money doing that, to be honest. So it's the most value I could get, you know.
I love that. Yeah, and I think a lot of people will be making videos and they might not be getting the views, but they don't realize if there's just a few little things they could do differently, they're just one video away from actually figuring out, you know, that viral moment for them. And then that's when all of the motivation and all of the realization starts to come into fruition there. So
exactly.
I love it.
And also, like, if you get on your program early, like, you're not the type of person that's going to tell them, yeah, keep going with this, it's great. if you and your team sees, like, guys, like, this is, you need to switch. I know that you're the type of people also that will come clean and tell people that we see the potential or we don't. So I definitely recommend your mentorship in your program.
Love it.
Straightforward.
It's been a great live stream. The audience absolutely loves you, by the way. I'm seeing so many positive comments. So
awesome.
Absolutely amazing. I appreciate you joining the live. We'll definitely have to do one of these again, probably at the beginning of the year after Q4.
Yeah, let's see what happened this whole year. What bridges we burned and what we built.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining the live. I really appreciate it. You did.
Thanks, brother.
Amazing.
Yeah, take care of yourself for now, and all of you out there. Thank you.
Love it. Thank you.